Everything you've been told about Ikigai is wrong. Welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into a philosophy that has totally captivated the globe, but honestly, for all the wrong reasons.
It's not about your passion. It's not about finding the perfect career. And it is definitely not that famous Venn diagram. Let's just dismantle this myth right now.
So how exactly did we get here? Well, back in 2008, a Venn diagram about finding your purpose popped up in a Western business book. By 2011, a really similar purpose framework was created in Europe. And then, in 2014, a blogger just kind of pasted the word Ikigai right in the center of it. It went absolutely viral. A deeply nuanced ancient Japanese philosophy completely transformed into this oversimplified framework about making money.
The Western myth tells you Ikigai is this magical intersection, getting paid, finding a grand life purpose, changing the world. Honestly, it just fuels this exhausting cult of busyness. But the Japanese reality? It is absolutely zero connection to money. It's found in small, daily joys. Just a quiet, unmonetized existence.
Let's strip it all the way back to its origins. Ikiru literally means to live, and kai means worth or value. So, simply put, it just means the value of life. It is whatever makes you feel grateful to be alive today.
Author Yukari Mitsuhashi puts it so perfectly. Ikigai can be about the joy a person finds in living day to day. See, it's not some grand, world-changing mission. It's the smell of your morning coffee. It's a really quiet walk. It's just making dinner for someone you care about.
Small daily joys, simple routines. Just imagine a slow morning, water boiling for tea, someone quietly tending to their garden, those empty, quiet streets right before the rush of the day begins. True Ikigai is built quietly. It happens through tiny, grounded moments in the present.
The real secret lies in how we engage with these tiny moments. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi called this flow. It's that optimal state of mind you get from deep immersion. Really immersing yourself in even the most mundane, repetitive tasks. That connects directly to the true spirit of Ikigai.
Neuroscientist Ken Mogi explains this beautifully. He says, if you can achieve the psychological state of flow, things such as daily chores will even become enjoyable. In Japan, there's this concept called chanto, which means doing things with proper care. When you simply pour a cup of tea or sweep a floor with absolute focus, that very act becomes a source of pure fulfillment.
Now, we need to gently shatter another massive illusion, the Okinawa myth. You've probably heard that Ikigai is this magical secret to living to 100, specifically on the island of Okinawa.
Well, it's a bit of a blue zone illusion. Back in 1999, it was totally true that Okinawa produced some of the longest-lived people in the world. But today, following the heavy introduction of Western diets, Okinawa now actually has the highest rates of obesity and diabetes in all of Japan. Ikigai doesn't magically guarantee a long life. But what it does do is pretty profound. While it won't promise immortality, genuine Ikigai dramatically improves the actual quality of your life. Statistically, having a strong sense of it reduces the risk of functional disability by 31%. It gives you the psychological resilience to just live well.
And that brings us back to a very simple human truth. Professor Nobuhiko Kanda famously stated, "If I decide to sneak out of a lecture to have a beer, that counts as my Ikigai." It is deeply personal, it's entirely unpretentious, and it is completely detached from grand health metrics or major career milestones.
Which brings us face to face with the modern world problem. Why do we all feel so burned out? Well, it's because we're constantly chasing to-do lists. We tie our entire self-worth to our productivity. We demand that our jobs somehow provide our ultimate meaning.
The West seeks grand purpose. Japan finds meaning in the mundane. Let that difference settle in your mind for a second. The exhausting mindset of endless achievement versus the quiet mindset of true presence. So how do we actually shift our perspective? It starts with 5 pillars. Start small, release your ego, practice harmony, find joy in small things, and be entirely in the here and now. Purpose isn't some destiny you unlock. It is created by dedicating time to otherwise inconsequential things.
Ikigai is not something you find, it's something you notice. Let the absolute simplicity of that thought disrupt your old way of thinking. You don't need to search for it. You just need to open your eyes.
Because, the problem is not that life lacks meaning.
The problem is that we are not present enough to see it.
We are rushing right past the actual beauty of living. We miss the tea, we miss the quiet morning, we miss the people sitting right in front of us. Yukari Mitsuhashi frames this perfectly. Even if we are tempted to focus on the events that seem most significant, each major event wouldn't happen without the smaller moments leading up to it. Life's most profound value is stitched together quietly, just by the everyday habits we so easily overlook.
Ikigai is not a destination. It's a way of living. It simply requires letting go of the ego, and fully embracing the immediate moment you are in right now.
And it was never meant to be complicated. Thank you for joining me for this explainer. The beauty of your life is already hiding in plain sight. So, what small joy will you notice first today?